Hey guys, it's Hannah. So I'd like to talk about why I just disappeared off of the internet for like a good 5 years. Yeah, let's talk about that. Over the past 10 years, I had created this very specific, characterized version of myself. I had a specific way of talking, I had specific taglines, overall just a general form of presentation, and everything was branded. Playing that kind of character, which it was a character that I made for this channel, meant that everyday things became hard work. Just through the nature of vlogs and the nature of the kind of content that I make, it's experience share. So every experience that I had, I felt like I had to share it. Even if it wasn't interesting, even if it wasn't exciting, I had to play it up and I had to try my hardest to make it enjoyable, to make content. I never really considered the consequences of turning my favorite hobby into a career. You know, they say you'll never work a day in your life if you are passionate and love what you do. But I still don't think that's true. Because I am passionate about what I do. I went to film school. I make commercials and corporate videos now. I have a video making career. And it's still a lot of work. And it still takes a lot of motivation to do it. That pressure of perfection, of professionalism, became really overwhelming. It was almost like I couldn't allow myself, I wasn't allowed anymore to make amateur content. It had to be professional grade all the time, even though that's not what it started out as. That's never really what it was. So I stepped away for a while to focus on my career and to remember why I love making videos, but most importantly, to remember what it meant and what it felt like to experience things firsthand without trying to share that with somebody else. To have the only copy of a moment in my memory. And to not feel the need to have to tell somebody else what that meant to me and what that felt like. That I was allowed to be a little bit selfish with my own life experiences. It was something that I had to really get reacquainted with. And you know what? I found what I was looking for. I had some amazing life experiences. I traveled a lot, and I can't tell you how freeing it is to not try and have a shot list and you're running in your head when you're just trying to relax on vacation or just hanging out with friends and they don't want to be on camera, so you have to convince them to be on camera and going to the dollar store or to Target or just sitting at home playing video games interesting for an invisible audience that doesn't really interact with you. But for the first time in forever, I was allowed to just sit in those moments and experience them, and I did not feel the obligation to share those. I got to enjoy my life, and I got to figure it out off camera and just be myself and remember who that was. Because when you play a characterized version, it kind of seeps into your everyday. It becomes part of who you are, and it was nice to get to know myself again. But wouldn't you know it, fate has a funny way of working things, so that goddamn ice cream video blew up 6 years after the fact, and expanded my audience beyond recognition. Like before, we had an unspoken agreement. We were cool with this arrangement, but now there are so many more of you. And suddenly there are actually people who want to listen to my stories and share in my life experiences and comment on videos hounding me for new content. Like that's a thing now. That was never a thing before. It was like, cool, there's a video up and that's what you get. That was great. That was great. Everybody was happy with that, but now there's so many more of you. But you know what I gotta say? It kind of happened at the right time. I have always made my videos, my content for me. And if other people enjoy it, then that's great. But it is for me, first and foremost. It's something that I like to look back on when I'm struggling and see that maybe life isn't so bad all the time. It reminds me of happier moments, even in an unhappy moment. And I'm sure it holds that same purpose for you. But since I haven't made videos in so long, I kind of miss having newer content, newer experiences to remind me that things aren't so bad, to look back on with positive affection. But after 4 or 5 years, I honestly don't even know what the actual number is, which is crazy. But after 4 or 5 years of just being away, doing my own thing, I completely forget what that character is supposed to be. I forget who I'm supposed to be on here. Like, sure, I could go back and do research and watch all of my videos and do some method acting, but I don't really identify as that person anymore. And I don't think I'm comfortable pretending to be that person anymore. So there's really only one way to do this, to just scrap everything and start anew with a reintroduction. So, hello. My name is Hannah Raulston. I make dumb videos on the internet and nice videos for other people. I am in my mid-20s and I live in Ohio and work at a production company making commercials and corporate videos as a writer, producer, and voice actor. And yes, I do this professionally, not YouTube, but I make videos professionally. But that doesn't mean that this is going to be professional content. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of crap videos that I'll watch later on and I'll enjoy. I don't delete anything off my channel. It's fun. You can just travel back in time 10 years. If you wanted to. Would not recommend it, but you could. But professionally, yeah, I do this for a living. But this channel is a completely different story. It's my story. And that's usually coming in the form of vlogs or travel experience videos, basically just my general life adventures so that I can look back on happy times and hopefully inspire you to have some of your own. And I gotta say, I am very excited to start on this new adventure with you. So, I guess I'll see you guys later. And nothing is set in stone. I want to reiterate this. Nothing is set in stone. This channel is designed to be flexible. That's why it's called Hannah Series, because there's a bunch of little mini-series, a bunch of different stuff. It's supposed to be all-encompassing. Whatever I feel like making, well, I'm gonna make it. And if you don't like it, well, watch a different video.